friend, tell a mother freaking friend. I know you guys are expecting me to be eating something. So what I did was I already ate that food because I know y'all be hating when I be eating and doing the live. Some people like it, some people don't. It is what it is. It's my own style. I just was like, yo, let me eat and then let me really get into the recap. Because if I'm eating, I'm not going to concentrate on the recap too much. I'm going to be eating so much and I don't want to choke. So, recap of Santiago, guys. Santiago has a lot to offer, guys. Let me put this in the poll while people are coming in. Yeah, so guys, it's just a recap of Santiago, what I've learned. So guys, I got a video I'm gonna be I posted up about the food, and I got more videos on Santiago too. I'm gonna be posting up, but I will say this, guys. One thing I've learned, this city is not like Sosua. It's nothing like Sosua. A lot of people, you know, when they come to a certain part of DR, they think it's all like oh, there's these hookahs that are available. While that may be as it is, there's not a lot of hookahs out here. At least not ones in the streets, guys. You probably have to go to a brothel, strip club. I was gonna do it. Shout out to Invalid, appreciate you. But I'm doing great, man. I leave tomorrow to go to Miami. But a lot of people would make sure you hit that like button if you're coming in, bro. Make sure you hit the like button too. Y'all be forgetting about that. But you know, when I came here, it was a different world. I had to get used to everything. I did speak about on one video the Dominican women lying. You know, that's just how they get down. Patricia Harris, shout out to you. Yeah. The Dominican women do lie, but that's not the worst case in the world if you know how to maneuver around that. The Dominican people, I will say as a whole, especially in Santiago, are very helpful. They will assist you, and this is really a tourist-friendly area. Santiago is very safe for tourists. I would actually say anybody that's first coming to DR, come to Santiago. Come to Santiago. I wouldn't go to Sosua. You know what? I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't even go to Blackbeard's, bro. I'd say come to Santiago. Come to Santiago. It's a lot, I want to say it's a lot more easier to maneuver because here's the thing, it's like a little city, like a little small New York City. So if you're from up north, you can maneuver easy here, but it's just safer. That's one. Two, you know, if you're not big on Dominican food or you never tried Dominican food, they got Dominican food spots, but they also got American food spots. So if you don't like Dominican food, you got other options. Also, too, if you got your own apartment or if you're staying in a hostel like I am where you can cook, you can go to a grocery store and get your own food. So you've got plenty of options here, guys, plenty of options. And the grocery stores stay open late. A lot of them stay open till like midnight or whatever. So you got plenty of time to get the groceries you need to get, guys. I would also say the women are very attractive here. Brown, caramel, red bone, white and tight, whatever you want. There are a lot of very attractive women here in Santiago, guys. With that being said, guys, you know, It's something for a single man to really enjoy. Again, guys, I used to push the mongering. I'm not going to turn against my mongers, but I will say this. If you're a guy who doesn't want to do pay for play, you don't want to monger, you're against it, and you don't want to get into the activity, come to Santiago. If you're a guy that's freshly traveling and it's like, yo, I want to travel overseas, but I don't want to be like these passport bros tricking off, come to Santiago. First stop, Santiago, baby. First stop, Santiago. You won't regret it. Do they speak English? There's some that do, but really need to learn Spanish, but this is a local area. But here's the thing, when you're going to another country, it shouldn't be whether they speak your language. It should be whether you're trying to learn their language. That's the reason why you go overseas. Because if you could just go somewhere where they speak English, then what are you really learning? What are you really gaining out of that? Now, mind you, there's places like Philippines where English is primary. Costa Rica, they speak some English there or whatever. Or not Costa Rica, Mexico, whatever. You got places like Mexico, probably Panama, Mexico, Panama, places like that, Philippines, certain places like that where they speak primarily English. That's a benefit for you, but at the end of the day, guys, you do want to learn some Spanish before you come down here. You don't have to learn the whole thing, bro. You don't have to be perfect. I'm not even all that perfect. I just keep trying. I don't give up. That's the thing to me. That's one thing, you guys. Anybody can say what they want. They can say I have bald head, receding hairline, big belly, whatever. You can always say whatever you want. But one thing you gotta give me credit is I do not quit. I don't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. Holla. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, guys, you don't have to be perfect in Spanish. You got Google Translate. Some people, they have a little translator, a little box that you don't have to use your phone, and it's electronic. I seen one guy, he was from Philadelphia, he was using that in Brazil. Whatever you need, get what you need, but I would prefer to know a little bit of Spanish. Again, guys, if you are coming here, you want to find women, regular women, non-pros, I'm selling my body women. If you want to find women that are not selling their body, it would be in your benefit to learn a little bit of the language. You ain't got to be Speedy Gonzalez, where you know how to say, you know the whole thing in Spanish, you know the whole alphabet in Spanish, you know all the numbers, you know how to speak it fluently. It helps, but you don't need it. But a little bit goes a long way, guys. A little bit goes a long way. Again, I'm not the most proficient in Spanish, but I try. And the thing about it is, one thing I do is I embrace the culture, guys. I told you guys, a couple of guys that was in my comment section, like, oh, you don't know the culture, you don't speak the language. Okay, first of all, how do you know I don't know the language? You know what I mean? Because this guy judged off one video, right? He never saw my other ones. That's one. All right, let's play devil's advocate. I'm going to say I don't know how to speak the language, right? I'm still struggling with Spanish, right? With that being as it may, I still embrace the culture, and I still know the culture. I know the culture is so good, I got Dominican women saying I'm more Dominican than them. I know the culture is so good. Guess what? I'm going to let y'all on a little secret. There was a couple of people that ripped me off on the pesos. Like one of these young kids, they would charge me for grapes, and they would charge me I think it was 400 or 500 pesos for grapes. It's a big thing of grapes. And really, that joint's supposed to be 300 or something like that. So, yeah. But I didn't say anything because at the end of the day, I'm here to support the country. What's 100, 200 pesos? Most guys be like, oh, it ain't about the money, it's the principle. But the principle is, I'm coming here to support the country. I'm coming here to learn the culture. When you guys, if anybody ever goes to Cuba and you guys putting down you're there for the support of Cuban people, I hope you ain't going to be doing this BS and be like, oh, well, I ain't trying to pay all this, I ain't trying to do this, because you're really lying to yourself. Again, if you go to Cuba, you don't have to bring nothing. You just got to bring your money and spend money in the country and spend money with a local Cuban business that owns a house or apartments or whatever. That's enough. You don't have to bring all this stuff if you want. But also, too, when you're coming to these countries, not just Cuba, but when you're coming to countries like Dominican Republic, you're supporting the country. That's why you're visiting. You're coming to learn about the culture, and you are coming to support the country. That's your two reasons to come here. You guys want to talk about, I come here to smash the bags. Yeah, that's fine and cool, and I was on that. But I elevated. I leveled up, baby. I leveled up. You know what I mean? And next year, I'm about to glow up. And all these haters are going to get sick, and they about to throw up. Big facts. Still fresher than Tic Tac. My bar's hard. Your bar's sweeter than a Kit Kat. But, yeah, shout out to Straight Drop. Good job, Milan. I do the same when I travel. If the peeps shaving off a couple extra dollars. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not a big tipper. So it doesn't even matter if somebody rips me off because I'm giving back. So that's why I don't really trip off. But the thing about it is here's the thing. I'll let them know I already know. Like, I'll be like, yeah, and they'll argue me. I'm like, okay, you got it. But just know I know what you're doing. I'm not a stupid gringo. I know what you're doing. And then a lot of times I tell them, I've been here in 2012. In 2012, in 2012, I got your country hot. Now you run around like you some big shot. You know what I mean? But yeah, they was like, what? It was like, yeah. So I was like, at the end of the day, I get you trying to make money. So here you got it. But at the end of the day, like another perfect example, I went and ate there at this bar. Now, one thing about Dominican people, sometimes at these restaurants, these places, they could jack up your food. And I don't know if I talked about this, but I'm going to talk about it again just to make sure, so anybody who didn't hear it. If you eat in Dominican Republic, whether it's Santiago, even Puerto Plata, I learned. But especially like other places, like in Santiago, I went to the bar, get some bar food, right? It wasn't expensive. But it was like, I think, 300 pesos for some nachos. And the dude, when I got nachos, he had it, if you want chicken, it's like 700. I think, I forgot how much. No, it's not 700. It was a little less than that. But, it was basically, I think it was like 300 for a thing of nachos and then 500 if you got meat, chicken or whatever, pause. But the thing about it is when I got the chicken nachos, they had mozzarella, they got it right? So I was like, I'm going around for round 2 next time. Like, I went back there to get some. They were short on mozzarella. But here's the thing. They won't tell you they're short. They will do whatever they can to make that food, and hopefully you'll eat it. They're praying hopefully because they don't want to disappoint you. Because 1, they're very hospitable. 2, they need your damn money. You know what I mean? So, and 3, they're hoping you're going to eat it and then leave alone. Because there's a lot of Americans that will do that. They're like, whatever, I'll just eat it. Like myself, especially if you're hungry. And you twist it off that Presidente Light. And you're looking at those Dominican chicas that are looking so white, so tight, you know what I mean? But so they give me the nachos, and they got the movie theater nacho, orange nacho cheese they got. I call it that processed cheese, whatever. They put, the second time when I went to get nachos and another time, they put that cheese on there. They did hook me up with the veggies, like the onions and cilantro and all that, and tomatoes, which is good. So I got some veggies in me. But, and I didn't want no meat in there, whatever. I didn't want no chicken. But I didn't know, and I was eating, and I was like, and they put hot sauce, claimed they put hot sauce. So I was like, okay, whatever. Well, made it spicy or whatever. So I was like, man, I taste a little kick, but it tastes weird. It tastes like ketchup mixed with mayonnaise. I pull apart the stuff, and I already ate half. Mind you, I'm pulling apart, eat it. When I get to half, I see red and white. You know what red and white is? Ketchup and mayonnaise. I'm like, what in the world? Mind you guys, I told this guy, don't put ketchup and mayonnaise. I told them. But a lot of them, they think in their mind, ketchup and mayonnaise is good. That's all they know. You know what I mean? So they might make a mistake and forget it. He was like, I said, man, I didn't want no ketchup and mayonnaise. I'll be honest with you guys. I know it sounds messed up. I really shouldn't be saying to do this. I really might even go to hell for saying this. But if you don't want something like ketchup mayonnaise, tell them you can't have it or you're allergic. If you eat it, you need to go to the hospital, and that could be a lawsuit. Bet you they don't put it down there. Because guess what? If they mess up, they're gonna be worried that you're gonna take their business, or they're gonna have to pay. So, I mean, I know it's mean, but if you really want to make sure they do it right, certain stuff you gotta say you're allergic to. You know what I mean? Then they'll really take it serious. I really shouldn't be saying to do that to the poor people, because I wouldn't do it. But I mean, if you really are anal about not having that stuff, eating that on there, you could do that. That'll make sure they don't do it. How was that room looking? Was it expensive? Nah, $14 a day. I was staying at $14 a day, baby. It's on the video, bro. I have a whole video on the hostel, bro. $14 a day. Ketchup and mayonnaise mix is big over there. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. It's like that's all they know. That's basically their salt and pepper. So what happens is, here's the thing, right? Or should I say, that's their ketchup and mustard. You know, in America, we love ketchup and mustard a lot. So, but, I ate it. It was like, you should have, and I was like, nah, I'm already, it's all right. So I guess they felt bad. I came again, but they do have decent prices on drinks. So I came there again, and, I was drinking whatever, and I was thinking about getting some nachos, because I was going to go across the street and get chicken and plantains, whatever, but I was like, I'll get some nachos. I'm already here. Let me get it. It's more of a family vibe. It's called Mi Casa. When I went, it was Mi Casa, M-I Casa. It's in Santiago. It's like right around the corner from W Hostel, right? So Mi Casa is the bar. Check it out, guys. Support the business. Really good owner. Pretty cool. I had some behind the scenes talk with him, and he was like, man, anything you want, anybody bother you, you're a good guy. You know what I mean? But, yeah, so I will say this. The next time when I was drinking, I was like, I want to do nachos, but you guys got mozzarella. Because they was out of mozzarella. That's why they used that nacho cheese. I said, yeah, we got mozzarella. Man, we got mozzarella. We know no ketchup mayonnaise, no ketchup mayonnaise. Because they remembered. So one thing I'll say about the Dominican people, you can't, if they make a mistake, don't be mean and anal with them. I know my fellow New Yorkers will probably do that. You guys shouldn't be mean to these people. Come on now. Everybody makes mistakes. Don't get an attitude with these people. They're good people in good old Dominican Republic. The thing about it is, right, and a lot of people, they say, oh, the Dominicans are slow. No, I just think they're humble, just like with people in Brazil, and you can't take that humbleness as weakness. Be happy somebody's nice to you, ugly behind. You know what I mean? Because, and I'm saying ugly, I don't even know what y'all look like, but I'm just saying, I'm nice to everybody's nice to my ugly fat behind. So it don't matter. But you gotta embrace the culture. You gotta treat people good. They make a mistake, don't go off the deep end. You know what I mean? Get mad at them. It's just a mistake. If you don't want the food, tell them to remake it. Or you could just say, if it was really that bad, I couldn't stand it, I'd probably listen, I know it costs you to make this. I'll just pay you half of whatever the price is. Because it is coming out of their pocket, and it's not, they don't got money down here like that. So if they have to throw food away, that's money ripping out of their income, man. You know what I mean? In business, whatever. So, but anyways, Mi Casa is a good place. They do karaoke. There's a lot of mamacitas, bonita chicas, you know what I mean? One of the waitresses was flirting with me or whatever. Blanquita, ooh, for the papicito, ay. But yeah, shout out to her. She was cute. Actually, one of the older Dominican women, they were kind of jealous and was like, oh, you're flirting with her. But she was more flirting with me, but it is what it is. I'm single. I'm ready to mingle. After Christmas, my bells are still jangle. You know what I mean? Almost said that. But yeah, guys, I had a good time in Santiago. I would definitely come back. I don't know if I'm going to come back after my situation. When I come back, I don't know. I'm going to see. If I do, I'm going to switch up how I move here. I'll probably have my own place or a private room. Um, but yeah, it's definitely worth a visit. Santiago has a lot to offer. The women are very attractive. You can approach them on the street. They're very approachable. The women are understanding. They will give you their number. It's nothing like back in the States where the girls are giving you a hard time. Now, there are women who are going to play the long game. And you know what I mean when the long game, guys, if you don't explain it. There are women who are going to be nice to you and everything, but they're going to want more commitment. They're not going to want to, and then you go. Nah, they're going to play the long game. Like, yo, da-da-da-da. You want to hang out with me, this. You want to hang out with me, this. You know what I mean? And when they do that, they're going to be like, oh, well, my daughter needs to pay for a babysitter or, you know, and they might put it out there, see if you will help because you want their time. It depends on you if you want to do it. I haven't did it yet, so I don't know. But cheapskate Jake, baby. But I talked to one lady. She's Haitian. She's very attractive. And we're still talking. She's like, yeah, when you come back, I'll definitely spend time with you. I promise. It's just my daughter was with her father and and she came back, so I got to watch my daughter. But she said, I would love to hang out with you and spend time with you. So, you know, I got a pretty Haitian girl on the team. And it's funny because, you know, a lot of guys bash Haitian women. Not saying all guys do, but there's guys that bash Haitian women. They'll be like, oh, them Haitian women ain't all that. It's the Dominican one. But this Haitian girl looks like something chocolatey smooth. You know what I mean? Something. Or should I say? She looks like she's chocolatey smooth and finger licking. You know what I mean? So shout out to her. You know what I mean? Let me see what you guys tell me on the votes. Okay, would you visit Santiago after watching my videos? Yes, ASAP. No, hell no. 33, 8% maybe in the future. Nobody said in the future. Okay. Let me see. Let me put that up because I'm gonna do another poll. But yeah, guys. Hold on a second. Okay. Did you think Sasu is done? Yep, Sasu is done. Ben says it's done. Check out the videos. Sorry, I put that numerous times in videos. Sasu is done, bro. Done. Don't even look to go over there. Let me see. Yeah, because Tori's like, yeah. Tori LaJoe's like, do you think Sasu is done? Yep, it's done, baby. Done. Beach is looking depressing. Check out the videos. I already talk about that numerous times, guys. Check out the videos. I talk about Sasu on my video timeline. That's done. Santiago is fly. I'm there every Thursday. Oh, yeah. Santiago is a good trip, man. I'm curious what the top content creators, the infamous C3, if they're ever gonna come through Santiago, or they too much like incels and they too scared. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm everywhere. They ain't never there. You know what I mean? And it's friendly competition. This ain't talking malicious. But a lot of these guys don't want to show Santiago or go to Santiago because they ain't got that spit game. They ain't got that spit game. And a lot of these guys, I'll be honest with you, and I talked about this with one of the guys that was on my channel. He's his name's Jamies. He said he unsubscribed, whatever. He's like, oh, da-da-da. And he was like, yeah, I got to make my money. But I'm like, bro, a lot of you guys do not, you know, a lot of you guys do not travel for long periods of time. A lot of you guys are vacationers, which I'm not one to judge because I don't know your responsibilities of what your bills are, so I can't sit up here and bash you. But at the same time, if you want to deal with women in Santiago, you're going to have to play that long game. And when I mean that long game, you can't just rush into anything unless you want to do the brothel or the strip club. And they got strip clubs here too, guys, by the way. But yeah, you can't really rush into anything unless you're doing a pay-for-play situation, because at the end of the day, a lot of these women want to see if you're living here, you're going to be here around for the long run. There's a lot of women out here that are single by choice because the local men are treating them bad. There's a lot of women here that's single because the baby's father or the kid's father doesn't want to be in the life and left them. So they're not trusting no man because they got disappointed. You know what I mean? They got disappointed. So they're like, I don't trust no man, especially no gringo no americano. He might just come through, smash me real quick, then he's gone, yo. You know what I mean? So I ain't trusting that. They make me. You work for it. You know what I mean? There was one that told me, it was like, yeah, you gotta be patient. And I was trying to rush her because I'm leaving on the 30th, and I told her, I'm leaving on the 30th, so I want to be able to spend time with you. But it's more laid back here, guys. They're not rushing to do anything. So you gotta have some time on you. Again, guys, I came to Santiago just to check it out. I didn't come here personally to live here, per se, but this would be a good spot to live because I know where I can get food for cheap. I know the people. I know how to move. And I stay away from the motos. Shout out to my big homie, Razor Rays. That's the big homie, yo. But yeah, but I know how to move in Santiago. It's pretty good. It's a decent area, and yeah, it's worth the visit, guys. It's worth the visit. The food is cheap. You can get. I would actually, guys, if you're big into fruits like me, I eat a lot of fruits. I would suggest, unless you need ginger because you got a cold, get your fruit off the street and barter with the guys. And I'm gonna tell you a thing: when you're dealing with fruit in Santiago or Dominican Republic, one, get off the street. It's cheaper than market price. Two, deal with older folks selling it. Don't deal with younger people. If it's younger people, they're going to try to rip you off. Deal with older people. Because the younger people are just going to keep saying, oh, I'm giving you a good deal, and not. You know what I'm saying? So deal with the older people and deal with the fruit on the street because it's better than the supermarket price and it's super cheap. You know what I mean? But, yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, and if you guys come here, a lot of the Dominican food, it stops after 5 p.m. So you're going to be left with KFC, Pizza Hut, Domino's, McDonald's, all fast food stuff. So just remember, if you're going to eat anything, if you're trying to get any Dominican food, try to get it way before 5, guys. I would get a plate. Once you wake up, I'd go and get a plate, save it for later. We could warm it up in the oven, microwave if you're into that, and then eat it later or whatever. And get like 2 plates. Like, bro, my plate I had, and this short I'm gonna drop, it's like $3. I could have got 2 plates and ate for $6 a day, bro. Had one for lunch and one for dinner. And the plate is so big, I really just need that one plate for a day. And I can eat fruit throughout the other day. I can eat the plate that one time, and throughout the whole night I can eat fruit. Be on my fruit fast. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. Another thing I want to say is to, what else? Make sure you don't be stupid like me. I know, and I'm telling you guys, I know you're gonna clown me. I didn't have Wi-Fi or whatever on this. I had to use Wi-Fi at this place. I was being cheap on a budget, guys. But also, too, I wasn't gonna be here that long, so that's why I didn't get the Wi-Fi. Even though I was in Puerto Plata, I knew how to move without Wi-Fi, so I didn't really need Wi-Fi when I was in Puerto Plata. I kind of learned how to maneuver my area without needing the internet too much, because I feel that's more organic. You get a better experience, and you learn your language better, guys. You learn the language better. Because guess what? You can't go to that phone and speak Spanish. Then now you got to actually communicate. You got to actually try to do something. And if you can't do it, you could write in English and then translate it in Spanish. But you got to, nose is itchy. I don't know No, I'm not doing any narcotics either, guys. Don't you try to accuse me of this. Let me see. When you travel, do you always stay at hostels? No, no. I was last time when I came here from Puerto Plata. Go to Agua, guys. When I came to Puerto Plata, so I was staying at a hotel in Sosua. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Costa Bar because I gotta get my glasses. I should have just stayed in Sosua with the glasses. But they said this place was pretty good with glasses stuff. So I went to Costa Bar. I thought there was a hostel there. There was no hostel. I ended up talking to somebody that had an apartment for rent. I ended up paying $33 a night, but then they dropped it down to $29 a night, which is good. Pretty affordable. But I was staying at the apartment for $29 a night, and then afterwards, when I left Puerto Plata, I came to Santiago. I already seen there was hostels, so before I came to Santiago, I booked my hostel, and I stayed at hostel. So to answer your question, no, I was in an apartment when I came to DR. I was an apartment. I mean, because I was actually in an apartment in Sosua, because it's actually Europa condo. So I was in an apartment in Sosua. I was in an apartment in Costa Bar. So I was always in an apartment, guys. So don't get that misconstrued like I'm always staying hostel. It looks like that, but no, I have the whole. You look down my list in Sosua. I'm in an apartment, guys. I'm in an apartment. So yeah, you know what I mean. So that answers that question. Let me see. What is it? Okay, what is your favorite spot to visit? People always ask me that. If are you talking about travel country? If you ask me again, it's Thailand, bro. I keep telling everybody it's Thailand. People always be asking me that, man. It's Thailand. It's always gonna be Thailand, and then it's gonna be Brazil. You know what I mean? Well, actually, Thailand, Philippines, and Brazil. Thailand, Philippines, and Brazil. Those are 3 top things. Not changing it no time soon. A lot of people ask me, and it's like constantly ask me that, like, bro. I mean, I know I don't got no Thailand videos up here, so it doesn't look like it. But when I have my other channels, I did. But I am planning to do Thailand next year. So I was thinking about not even going to Carnival this year, but I was like, you know what? I could still do Carnival because I could probably do Carnival and then do Asia the rest of the year and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? Because I might just do, knowing me, if I'm staying in, so long, if I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina, I might do Fortaleza first, and then go to go to Salvador Bahia a couple weeks before the carnival, or I might just go to Salvador Bahia and then go there, and then because I know I need to leave March, so I'm like, well, I gotta do something because I gotta but I might actually go to Salvador Bahia first, then Fortaleza, because it makes more sense because I can go to Fortaleza to Miami. So I might do that and then do Fortaleza for a week or 2 or something like that. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. We figure out. We got plenty of time. Because I ain't got to be back till end of March, really, North Carolina. So we get it right, get it tight. You know what I mean? Get it right, get it tight. You know what I mean? But my favorite spot to visit is, it's definitely Thailand, Philippines, then Brazil, you know what I mean? And then everybody else falls in after that, you know what I mean? But, guys, what I've learned, like I said before here, the people are very hospitable. You can actually just go to a restaurant here, right around here, and you still see baddies with fatties, and you could still holler at chicks. Like, you don't have to go to a club. I'm going to tell you guys right now, because I was supposed to be done at 30 minutes, but I'll give y'all a couple minutes because I did mess up last night. And I'm probably going to go again live tonight, so don't worry. But I will say this. Last night, I was going to go to club. I was like, you know what? I don't feel like going to the club. Sat on the couch, watched Netflix. I was watching the show. And I was just chilling, man, because I done already partied before when I came here. I done partied so hard I had to recoup. I got sick. So, I will say this. When I went out on, I think it was Christmas or something like that, bro, me and old boy, my roommate, we went to a restaurant. There was nothing but baddies with fatties. And there was even some chicks with no dudes with them. You know what I mean? And it's like you can go to a restaurant and talk to women. You don't have to go to a club in Santiago. That's the beauty of it. I don't have to go to a club to talk to women in Santiago. That's why I haven't been to a club, guys. For all you guys that like go to clubs, just Google the clubs and you can go. But it doesn't make no sense because I can bag chicks at their job as a waitress, or I could bag chicks at the restaurant or bar. So I don't need a club to me. That's just me, you know what I mean? Teach your own. But yeah, I even bagged the chick at this corner store I was getting the food at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be bagging more than the workers at the groceries. Who you supposed to be? You know what I mean? Bagging more chicks than dudes working at the groceries. Who you supposed to be? But yeah, guys. Really love Santiago. I will say this. December is really rainy season, so you be careful if you're coming in December. It's really rainy season. It rains a lot. A lot of guys will complain. They end up leaving and going to another part of DR. But Santiago has rainy season in December, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, the girls are approachable. You can talk to them. People are nice. You could walk around at night safe, guys. It's not dangerous. I remember one guy had me scared because he put fear monger in my head. Like, he's like, oh, you gotta watch out. These guys, if they see you walking the wrong neighborhood, they'll put a pistola to you. I'm like, bro. And when he said that, now I'm walking home at night and I see all these guys coming close to me and they're just walking by me. But I got that fear in my heart now because you just fear-monger me. Now you make me think this is what's going to happen. And one guy, I almost swung on him because he was getting so close. I thought he was going to try to rob me and grab me up. But this is what I'm saying, guys. Some people can make or break your trip. The guy that is from there, he went to New Jersey and came back. But he probably meant well. But he kind of made that night bad when I walked home because I thought every guy that was near me was trying to rob me or do something to me. And it really wasn't. So that's the thing about it. You got to watch out, guys. Don't surround yourself with people who are scared to do stuff or want to fearmonger you. It will destroy your trip. Luckily, it just destroyed that night for me. And didn't really all the way destroy that night. Because after a while, once I caught a hold of myself, it's like, man, you tripping, man. Don't listen to that guy. And I was good. But people can fearmonger you till you have your guard up and you thinking everybody's gonna come after you because their perception. But that guy don't know me from a can of paint, and he could just, and there are people who are Dominican Republic that don't get along with other Dominican people because they have a certain attitude of them. And especially if you go to New Jersey and come back, you might be getting a fight because you might have that up north New Jersey attitude. I'm sorry, guys. That's another thing. When you come to Santiago, don't bring that New York, that Boston, that New Jersey, that Atlanta, that Miami attitude down here, bro. Do not poison these people. Do not poison their minds. Don't come there with that attitude. Embrace the culture. Have a good time. Get into some action. Holla at some chicas. If you want to do the pay for play, I think they might have some stuff there, but I really wasn't pushing for that. But I really want to say, if you really want some authentic chicas that aren't costing you no money, you know what I mean, that's sweeter than honey, come to Santiago, guys. The food is great, the women great, the people are great. This is my review, recap. And until next live, guys, keep in the sky, guys. Holla at your boy. I appreciate you. Till next time.